Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my favourite league fight. Today we're with the one and only VeX MattyD. Matty, how are you doing? Pleasure to be here with you.
Pleasure to be here. Looking forward to doing this. I would like to further apologise if I don't sound right. I'm full of fucking lurgy right now. But I'm looking forward to doing this and let's break down some batterings.
Full of what?
Hmm?
Lurgy?
Yeah, do you not like cold? Like,
Yeah, that's what it is.
cold.
A cold? Who says it's a lurgy? That's what I want to know.
Not now, Harry. Not now.
So, what fights have you picked out today? Obviously, we're going to go through two of them. What ones have you picked out and why have you picked them out?
So I have picked out my fight with Leaks, which is going to be the second one that we'll go through, bit because I thought it was a very good performance where I didn't really face much adversity. I kind of got him out afterwards, and little to say he wasn't happy about it afterwards as well. And Dab, because I thought, well, again, it was a really good performance, and it was kind of like my coming out party. Like before, there was a small circle of people who kind of knew I was alright, but then this fight happened, and everyone was a bit like, "Wow, this cunt's fucking mad."
Yeah, because I
So,
remember the Dabicon one because I think you fought M Town twice, and then who was the other person you fought? Because you fought
no.
three times.
I had fought Eminem the first time, the
Yeah,
one where he went Oliveira, and then I fought Skitch in that Connemara.
that was it. And then you fought M Town again because you were supposed to fight
That was a
Mixups.
yeah. The Skitch one was good, but with all respect to Skitch, I love him, but he's not on the same level as a Dabakin or a Leaks, so I didn't really feel like I should really put that one out. Yeah.
And then, so obviously you'd had a free fight win streak up to that point, and then you fought Dab. Dab's obviously a former SFL champion, so this one was quite a big one for you. How was the nerves going into this one? What was the game plan?
I mean, I wasn't as nervous as much because uh, it it had, it had happened on a very weird day. This was a day. This was a funny day. It was a day when it was originally meant to be on live on the night as the prelim headliner. The event got cancelled. I had an argument with the owner, with the leader at the time, Luba Libre. I don't know where he's gone now. He's gone off for a little bit, but and I ended up getting banned from the ESFL for about 10 minutes, and then I talked it out, got myself back in, and I was allowed to pre-record this fight. So this fight was actually pre-recorded on the same night at about 9:30, which was pretty much what time we we're going to be fighting at anyway. But it was I was nervous, but at the same time I was just kind of like I had Sam in my corner, Grains, just like kind of basically keeping us calm. He's terrible at giving advice, but he's good at keeping you calm. So that was fine, really.
How did it feel of it being like a pre-recorded fight? Was it any different or?
Honestly, no, not really. I don't really let stuff like that affect us. To be honest with you, at the end of the day, a league fight's a league fight to me. I've been doing pre-records for fucking 2 years since I was in Instagram calf leagues and that. Like the pre-records aren't new to us. I mean, the same week you did a pre-record with Keza, didn't you?
Yeah.
Aye, I remember that. Yeah, and because this is a pre-record, this is why they're taking so long to load us in. Because the little memoir that we got sent by the people who allowed the pre-record, they said you need to wait in the lobby for a minute after the stream starts.
Just a quick one. What's up with the black shorts? Is that like, what's it called? Tradition? Black shorts for you or?
It's not special there. I just felt like on black shorts.
No. Some people always have a special shorts that they always go like an old Blake is the like the black and the grey. Jamie's all white. Like some people have the special shorts that they have to go. I was checking if it was that.
I mean, I don't know. I guess the shorts kind of can impact your mentality a little bit, maybe, but because people see colours. Anyway, we're in here, just pushing back, And right now, I'm doing nothing but just kind of gauging, seeing what's happening right now. So I'm just throwing out a few little jabs and that.
This was before you like you're more of a pressure striker now, I would say. But this was when you was very, very patient off the back foot, wasn't you? Is that what the plan was?
Yeah, and this is how I play. This is how I play when I'm in. Because I just played my opponent, and I seen Bruce Lee Rob make a brilliant point about me in this fight. I didn't give myself much room, but I used the room awfully well when he was pressuring me. So I was kind of circling well, catch him with a nice little 1-1-3 there, dig down to the body. And right now, it's just a case of gauging. This is nobody's fight at the minute. I'm just trying to get the read on him, get some body straights in, maybe work a stamina. He gets a good body kick on us there. Not really to be worried about right now. But I'm just trying to get him thinking about all areas like that. I've went to the body, then I go back to the legs, just get him worried about all the different areas.
Had you ever fought Dabican before this one?
I had a single set with him.
Ah.
That was it.
When the fight
And
was
to be
going
honest,
on, did you doubt yourself before going into it, and then when you started doing well, was you like, oh, I can actually win this one, or was you confident
I
from the
never,
get go?
I don't doubt myself. I know that when I'm on my game, I can beat anyone. So yeah, nice little dig down, and then I follow it up with the body kick there. That was,
Nice.
and then again, it's just getting him stressed about that body. And right now, I'm just kind of working that block
Because
with
this
the
is what
jab.
you used to be the best at. When they come in, like break the block,
Yeah, like
block
that.
hit them as they when they come in, and then when the block's broke, then go forward. That's what you was the best at.
I used the jab. I used the jab to break his block, the straight to get the hit stun, and then I can start going. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Dig down again.
you're doing a very good job at mixing it up.
I'm just mixing up the very simple things. Not doing out special because I am out special. I'm not going in there throwing fucking whatever. I've got no fucking tadpole special or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just using me room. And right now I'm just not getting hit really.
Yeah, he's doing nothing to you at all, is he?
And this is very blurry on my screen right now, but I can already see there is a head health advantage sniggering in there for us.
Yeah, and a bit of a stamina as well.
The stamina wasn't really a thing because Dab's got really, really good stamina management.
Yeah.
So I wasn't worried about that. Another little hook there to the body. There, and I'm just making sure that I'm getting away by an inch every single time to where he's gonna go for the shots, but with confidence. So it's not going to be a case of, oh, I'm too far out of range, I'm not even going to try. But if I can make him whiff by just that little bit, it's going to put me in the right advantage to attack him.
Yep. So round one, you're confident with round one, is just more of the same.
Yep, and I'm just because I knew eventually if this fight continued like that, broke my block there, got it. I just used that little combo with the head kick at the end, get the hit stun so I could get away because he broke my block there. And there we go, just out of range again. Perfectly. Accidental little knee there. I would go in, I would back away and do the respect sign, but I don't really have the room for that right now. Just push him back a little bit. There, just nice little thing, break his block. And right now I've got him going for head kicks and that. And after I'm going for them leg kicks after he's whiffing, if you realise, or after I get a really good block. Just because that's going to amplify the damage to his leg. I haven't done many leg kicks, but you can already see I have damaged his leg quite a bit. It's just giving him that extra little worry.
He just looks frustrated, doesn't he? Because he can't touch you. Like you see, like the combos are out of range.
You can see us like he'll land a jab, and then I'm just getting out the way on the second, the third, the fourth. So it's not really doing anything, and you can see the head health difference. Now this is where I got my confidence, and I just started going after him. If you just watch this sequence here, where I'm just using the jab, getting him thinking about stuff. Look at how I blister his block and head health in this little bit.
Yeah, it dwindles massively, doesn't it?
Yeah, out again. Jab, jab, block's broken. Boom, boom. Go around the guard. Use that jab, get the hands in front of the face, and then you go round with the hook. Works every time. And I'm just mincing him right now here, just pressuring him because there's nothing he can really do but look for a counter or throw back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there. Forced him to look for the duck straight. He went for a slip straight a few times. And right now, I've got him in the position where I want him. He's walking us down, bang, done. Because from that pressure, I got him in the position where he's like, okay, I need to go forward now because going on the back foot's not working for us. So I just walk him onto that 3-punch combo, which sat him down. But here's where people who don't have any experience would falter.
Yeah.
Because they would just be rushing in wild. I'm taking my time still. I dropped him again there because I knew there's a difference between going like full bang bang mode and like throwing 4-punch after 4-punch, and then there's doing what I was doing and just 3-punch back out. After I've made him look for a counter, another 4-punch. You know what I mean? It's just
Can I just
it's the
pause
in and
here
out movement.
at one point? What is
Yep.
the mental point for it? Because it's like one of the best players on the game, former champion, not long got a title shot, and you're absolutely battering him, and it's going your way. Are you not getting excited there, and you're not trying to do too much? Like, how are you keeping calm at this point?
I told myself, don't fucking ruin this for yourself right now. That's what I was saying, because I knew realistically, thinking about it, if this was a spar or anything like that, the fight's over. He's fucking blistered. He's done pretty much. His body's minced, his head's minced. I've got rid of one of his legs to a certain degree, and I've got him fishing for every single counter in the game. And then, just staying calm.
Mm-hmm. Because he's not even really posed one bit of a challenge to you. The first round was yours easily, and then you've battered him this round, dropping him multiple times, haven't you?
The thing is, without that first round of just getting out the way and that, and just kind of blistering his block a little bit, I wouldn't have been able to have that second round that it did. But to be fair, in the early portions of this third round here, he makes a decent few adjustments. He's applying much better pressure than he was earlier.
Yeah.
Like, he caught us with a nice 1-2 there, got me head health a little bit low. He's been around since God knows how long, Dabakan, so he knows what he's doing. But it was too late. There, he catches us with that.
Did that catch you off guard, that one?
Desperation.
Oof.
Pure desperation, because
Yeah.
he needed it. And I get the finish.
Because
So,
at that point, he gets a 1-2 head kick, and then you knew he was going to blitz you, didn't he? And then that's where the counter was there.
I knew that he was just gonna blitz us. So I just said, all right, he's eventually gonna throw a hook or an uppercut, because I've backed myself up to the cage without being on the cage, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To where he has that sense of security. Oh, I can throw hooks and uppercuts, but really he couldn't, and just pull back. Done.
I mean, so that one, wasn't that the last one really of the season for you?
I had the second M-Town one as well, but that was the big one. The second M-Town one was weird to say the least, but one for the history books.
Oh, that's the one where you went out of the cage.
The octagon. That one was fucking odd.
So
and it wasn't one worth watching, because I fought very bad for the most part of it. But
So really, with that one, like every time I've done one of these people, after every fight, we'll be like, so if you could change anything, but would you change anything at all about that one? Like maybe a little bit more cautious in the third round to avoid that 1-2 head kick. Probably the only thing.
To be honest with you, no, not really. That hit 1-2 head kick would have caught us off guard any time of the week.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, so I'm not gonna solo out a 1-2 head kick and say, oh, I should have been more cautious. I was being cautious. I was being very cautious.
Yeah.
It's just, you get caught. These things happen when you fight the best people in the world. You do get stunned. You do get rocked. It just happens.
So
although weirdly, that was the first time in that season of ESFL that I got rocked, I'm pretty sure.
No, you got rocked against the first one against M-Town, because then you def kick you with Oliveira.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I forgot about that one. And the only 2 times I got rocked that season, I finished them within the next 10 seconds. So it was fucking weird.
So, what would you say you done well in that fight? Would you say your key was your mental to be able to be that focused and not get ahead of yourself?
Yes, and if I had to solo out any skills that I did well, I would think it would definitely be the movement.
Yeah.
My movement was on point to the point where I was getting hit with a jab and then I would just avoid everything that came afterwards.
Mhm.
And also the pressure that I put on in that second round, that's been something that I've been trying to like teach some people who have asked us for help with stuff. Like that type of pressure, it's near unbeatable if you do it right.
Mhm.
Just using the jab, mixing in the hook every now and again without the risk. If you do it right, there's no risk of counters. And I did it perfect in that fight, in that second round there.
Mm. So then, obviously, that was probably your highest of highs in terms of league fights. You finish that one, then you go on to the M Town one, which we spoke about briefly, and then that season's over for you. We go into the next season. You fought
Yeah.
M Town again in the first week, didn't go your way. Did you fight again
Wait,
the week after?
I didn't fight the week. No, the week after was the FSD one, and then I came back for the B3 one.
Hmm.
We don't talk about that M Town one. That never happened. No, basically, I had the worst anxiety in my life, and I was just wanting to be fucking dead before it, and just getting me block blistered with Figgy, to be honest with you.
And then, so then you come into this one. It's the first time you've really lost a league fight, a big league fight in a long, long time, and you're coming into this one against Leaks, who's one of the better players in the community. So what's the mindset of this one going in? Obviously, at this point, the Vex's camp was 0-2 in the SFL, and in this set, you're the third fight, and it's 1-1. So this is for like your first win since the M Town won the season before, Vex's first win of the season. Are you feeling the pressure in this one, or?
I was really, really badly feeling the pressure, but the thing is, yeah, after the M Town one, I had said, nah, need more league fights. I'm done. It's not worth it. But I had to come through for the boys, and I was feeling the pressure massively, especially when I realised it was against leagues, and it was 1-1. I just watched Evan Bossman get beat by Dom. I just watched Sam pull a win out of his arse against Gemini, and I realised like this is all up to me at this point. And so I was fucking terrified, but under pressure is where you've got to perform.
Hmm. So what do you make of Leach's style into this one? Like, what was your game plan going forward? Obviously, you had the Conor McGregor pick against his Holloway. So what's the game plan going into this one?
I don't really have game plans, but anytime I'm a McGregor, sorry, against a Holloway, I like to try and use the range, and I like to go to the body a lot. I tend to find that works really well when I'm a McGregor against a Holloway, especially with the body kicks, which you'll see us implement later on in this fight. But I don't really go in with game plans. I just think just fight your fight, and you can beat anyone. It was interesting to see the live lines on this fight. Um, I think it was something like 85% of people pick leaks. So
Jesus.
yeah, that was funny.
Is featherweight one of your preferred weights, or how do you feel about the weight class on this one?
I like featherweight.
Yeah.
I like that Connor. I haven't been liking it as much recently because since Volk got another buff, he's been an absolute monster, and he's been hard to fight against. But I do like this weight. It's
This
decent.
this one was an absolute performance. I'll be honest, I thought Leaks was going to win this one. I thought he was just going to scrape it out.
I know you
But the
did. No,
performance you put on in this one was unbelievable.
I mean, I watched Jamie's watch party, and Jamie had a tenner on leaks against Robbo. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Rob over
Cheers,
you with
Robbo
10.
boy.
Well, no, you run Rob with 10 here.
Robbo law. Right here we go.
Are you
So to be
trying
honest
to
with you,
force
no.
exchanges
Go on.
with Holloway? Because obviously you have the more power. Are you trying to like force exchanges in the pocket?
Mm, I'll exchange where I know I can win, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm just trying to use my range, and I'm trying to look for some body straights, and just trying to use the jab, just keep him at bay, because you've got that long level 3 jab with Conor McGregor. Works really well against a Holloway. I realise now he's ducking a lot of things, sneaking a nice body kick there after he's. If you can sneak in a body kick or a leg kick after somebody, after you've got like a good block on somebody, it amplifies the damage really well. Not something I like doing. I said I was going to go to the legs a bit, but I didn't. I started losing the opportunities for that as the fight went on, so I just kind of left it. To be honest with you, after this, I just thought, right, let's just blister his head and mix in the body every now and again. He breaks me block there, but I just get out of the way, just like the Davican fight previously.
I think you can see the big difference in styles. You go forward so much more in this one compared to the dab one.
Because I realised eventually that he couldn't handle it. Like, he gets his low there, that was well, but I circle out, I'm fine. I realise he's looking for that duck, and he's going for that duck an awful lot right now. And that
what are you
kind of
looking
comes
to
into
set
the
him up
finish.
with that with? Is it uppercuts, front kicks?
Eventually, when I rock him, because I know I will rock him eventually based off how comfortable I was feeling. I know that I was going to get him with an uppercut in a rock eventually, but right now I'm just the idea is just keeping a bay with that jab and getting through his block. Like there, nice little hook. Go down to the body, start working that, because if I get a good stamina advantage on him, I can start just block breaking him to fuck and pressuring him, which I realise here, he's just constantly looking for counters, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just constantly like pulling and slipping and that, so just keep jabbing, wait until he does something, and then just bang, which is how I dropped him there. And right now, you can already tell, like, he's fucking shitting himself. Like, there's no other way about it, he's shitting himself. Like, look, fucking back sway, when you see people do that, because he's nervous. So I just thought, right, you're going to win this by being the calmer one. So let's just stay calm.
I mean,
I am
the
still
pressure
pressuring him,
from
but
you
like you
is
said,
relentless.
but at the same time, it's still kind of my back foot style at the same time, though, isn't it?
Oh.
Again, body goes for a duck, ducks into the uppercut, and that's the finish.
Kingsley going on a mad one.
And I don't know, I love that fight purely because of, VeX were down to 1-2 that season and were 1-1 in the third week. Like pulled it out for the team, got us the first win. It just felt really good, and against like a fucking really good player in Leaks. Leaks is like legit, probably one of the top 10 players on the game. You've got to rate Leaks top 10, haven't you?
Around that, I'd say.
Yeah, around.
Obviously, with that one, I think you dropped him with the lead uppercut. No, you rocked him with the lead uppercut and then dropped him with a real one. So what you were saying with him ducking a lot, it did actually come into the play with the finish.
Yeah, I mean, that was some of the things that I just pick up subconsciously. I don't go and like talk myself in my head and say like, he's ducking a lot, let's go for an uppercut. It's just some of them things that you pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really I enjoyed that fight a lot, and Leaks was very, very salty about it afterwards, which was really funny. He went and called us lucky and begged us for a wager, which is fucking class.
Did you not take the wager after that performance?
What the fuck?
Why
would I? Harry, mate, I work at the time. I was working 45-hour weeks on minimum wage. Do you think I'm gonna work? Do you think I'm gonna put my money on the line in a UFC fight?
I mean, look how easy you just battered him. That's easy money.
Well, yeah, but that's a league fight, isn't it? Of course he's going to be nervous. A league fight just kind of comes down to who's calmer in that. Right there, he was shitting himself. But and also there was just a case of like, let's just let him sulk. I felt a bit bad for him.
Yeah.
Because I would be fucking pissed off as fuck if that had happened to me.
Which one's your favourite fight out of them two? The Dabican one or the Leaks one?
I'd say the dab one. I think, despite how quickly I got Leaks out of there, I thought I performed better in the dab one. Performed like near perfect in it. To be honest with you, outside of a few tiny little mistakes, but I think I preferred that one. But the Leaks one, it felt a lot better at the time. Just pulling out the win for the lads.
Yeah. So obviously now with the way how the SFL season is, the next The next outing for Vex is Sunday against
VFAP.
BFAP. Can we expect to see you there?
I don't
I
know. I don't know who. I don't know what the lineups yet like to be. That's the complete honest answer. I
Yeah.
don't know what the lineup is, but if they want me in there, I will. I'm working on Sunday, so I will 100% compete.
What are you
And
saying
I hope.
about VFAP? What are you saying about them, like in terms of the matchup? Do you think you've obviously BFAP have secured qualification? So you think they're going to go as strong? How do you think that my lineup's going to be like for them as well?
Here's what I think they'll do. I think they will pick two very good players and one not so good player. I mean, who's on the beef up lineup now?
Actually, I'll get it up 1 second. I've got it on my phone now.
Yeah, I've got my phone here. I'll have a look.
So the lineup is Zayaf, Trixer, Dave, Spider, Jaker, Slick, Naznim, and Warbser.
I reckon they will do Trixie. Actually, I don't know.
Trixie,
Maybe
Jaker, Naznim. I'm saying.
I can feel Trixie. Trixie, Spider, Nasnum.
I respect
I
it.
reckon.
I
I
respect
tell
it.
you what though, Spider's an underrated one from them. Spider's been very good recently. I played him the other week. He was, I was barely able to beat him in a 3-2. Said.
Nice. Right, before we
Um,
wrap up, I just want to. What was you going to say?
oh yeah, I was just gonna say I hope I fight maybe Trixie or Zayaf. I would like to fight. They're two people who I would like to just fight in combat at one point. Trixie, I hoped in Prime 9, but I could never compete in Prime 9
Yeah.
these days, so sitting in ESFL.
So before we wrap up, I just want to get it on camera for the next episode because I think the next podcast is going to be next week, so it's going to be reactions to it. Short little 1 minute. What's your predictions from Poirier, Chandler, Shangwei Lee, Esparza, and Adesanya Pereira? 1 minute. Go on.
Poirier versus Chandler. I'm gonna go with the underdog pick. I'm gonna say Chandler wrestles him for 3 rounds, and he faces a little bit of adversity and maybe the second or the third and gets rocked a little bit. But I think he might win a decision. Zhang Weili, Carla Esparza. As much as I don't like how people are talking about the fight, about how it being a one-sided murder and all that, I'm going with Zhang Weili by knockout in the second. And the main event is, I don't honestly know. We don't know enough about Alex Pereira.
You've got to pick one.
Fuck it. Because we've had pictures of Izzy with Gyno in the last week. We're gonna say Izzy.
Mythical Izzy's back with a guy now.
Aye, fucking Paulo Costa Izzy is back because he's. I mean, he's clearly on the juice, but Alex Pereira looks like he's clearly on the juice as well. So I don't know.
I got
Like
it.
you can't look at Alex Pereira and say you are not on steroids. Definitely not. You just can't see it.
It's going to be a fun one, a fun weekend. Saturday we've got UFC 281. Sunday we've got ESFL, FSD. I don't even know who we're fighting. I think it's B3. Yous are going to be fighting BFAPs. That's going to be a fun one to watch out for. Matha, thank you so much for joining me. It's been great looking through your favourite league fights. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Just thanks for the opportunity again. I like being on these podcasts. It's a bit of fun, and good luck again. Good luck for FSB against B3 if that's who you play.
And same ways to Vex, but that's been us for today. Make sure you tune in Tuesday next week. It'll most probably be another episode of the podcast. If you've not watched the previous one, sign up for the tournament. I'll put a link up in the description for it. But that has been us. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
There are.